Welcome to Astrometrical. I'm Daniel Paul, and we're going to talk a little bit about image provenance. Now, provenance is declaring what an image actually is, where did it come from, what's its history. What's important for the sorts of images that we're sharing on Astrometrical are things like, is it a composite or is this even photographic, so that people understand that when they're looking at an image that they think might be photographic, but it's actually a composite of multiple images, that they don't think that it's fake or being generated in some unusual way or edited in a way that doesn't represent a photographic medium. Now, I don't have a problem with people doing composites or using AI or all kinds of ways of generating images, as long as you don't misrepresent what it is that you've captured. So what we offer on Astrometrical is a way to make declarations about the provenance of your image so that people understand what it is that they're actually looking at. To do this, we can go to the properties of your work, go to the provenance section, and there's not a lot that you can declare in here, and this will grow over time as we work out what it is that people need to declare and things that people want to have declared so that they understand what an image actually is and what it's claiming to be. This is completely opt-in. You don't have to put this information in, but it's probably good practice to do this just so that people know what it is that you're saying the image represents. So at the moment, the two things that you can do is that you can select the medium for the image, and then make some disclosures about how that image is created. So the medium can be photographic, illustrated, simulated, or AI generated, and most of these are, I think, well understood what they actually mean. The idea of something which is photographic is I shot it with a camera or a telescope, and what you see on screen is what came through that lens or telescope and was captured. It's meant to represent a true representation of the objects that appear and their relationship to each other. It's not meant to be something which is unrealistic or out of context. An illustration is something which is drawn or painted or similar, and the medium may be a physical medium, like you actually painted on canvas and you've then taken a digital scan of it, or it could be digitally created art that you've drawn with a digitizing tablet or something like that. Other things like infographics would fall into this section as well. Simulated is say that you've used some mathematical simulation. You might have made a black hole simulation and you now have a lovely picture of a depiction of a black hole. If it came from a simulation, you can declare that as the medium for generating the image. And the last one is AI generated, which might be a little bit controversial for a lot of people, but it is the way of the future, that there will be AI used more and more to generate art. And so we're going to embrace that and allow AI generated content, which could be, space fantasy or something like that, to be put on the platform so long as it's declared, so when people look at it they don't go, gee, I've never seen that object before. Well, the reason you haven't seen it is because it's AI generated, and it might look photorealistic, but it's actually not a real object in the sky and wasn't captured by getting photons to land on a camera's sensor. So this list of different mediums can grow over time as we need it to. So if something doesn't fit here, please get in touch and we can extend this to cover your types of images. Now, with disclosures, let's say that you did have something which was photographic, but it's a composite because you shot the stars separate from the moon and then composed them back together. You can declare this and say, oh, this is a composite. It's not just some high dynamic range image. It's actually two separate images that you put together. Possibly astro landscape with foreground and the sky might be separated and then composed back together. You could declare this here. Or things which normally would not be seen in the same frame, but you've composed them and it's not clear that they're two separate images that have been put into the one frame. You may make it clear here by saying it's a composite. The other is AI assisted. You may have used a generative fill or some AI assistance to remove objects or modify your image in some way. That can be declared here as well. And so let's say I had a photographic image that I use some AI assistance on, then down here I could type in, well, what did I actually do? So it's clear to people which part of the image was actually AI assisted. The statement is completely optional, but it may be clarifying so people can identify which parts were composite or AI or whatever it might be. So again, this is very minimal. If there are things that you'd like to see in here, please get in touch, and where you've got information about the provenance of your images, please enter them in.